Greetings and salutations, accounting technology watchers. I'm Tom Herbert, Accounting Web's technology editor, and I'm back from yesterday's digital accountancy show over in Battersea Park. Congratulations to Dan and the team on an excellent event. Lots of news coming from there and from the wider world of accounting technology. So let's jump straight in, shall we, and take a look at one of the exhibitors there, Apron. So they announced at the show that they have secured a $5.5 million funding round to help boost their profile in the competitive payment space, build up their roster of accounting partners. Had a chat with their founder Bogdan, who, quite an interesting approach. So rather than use open banking and some of the issues around batch payments there, or some of the more sort of tricky aspects of wallet solutions around KYC and that kind of thing, they have built their own bespoke payment rails. Lots of other features as well. So do check out that article. Links to this and everything mentioned in the video are in the description to this video. And if you are watching this on one of the social feeds, do like or subscribe to myself or Accounting Web and help us and me make more stuff like this. Staying in the fintech space, yes, GoCardless, the accounts receivable unicorn, announced earlier the week that they'll be laying off 150 staff, so around 15% of their total workforce. I guess it makes things like Apron and Nook, the fact that they're raising capital in more of a difficult environment even more impressive, really. So yes, moving on then, some of you will have heard about the government spending watchdog, the National Audit Office, and their report on the Making Tax Digital scheme. It was a fairly blistering report, and so I fired up an emergency podcast, and Richard Wild from CIOT and Andrew Berman from global tax and tech firm Ryan joined me to discuss some of the criticisms of the project and look at how it can be got back on track. You can listen to the podcast via this browser page, or you can search for Accounting Web on your pod player of choice. There's been plenty of discussion on the potential uses of AI in the accounting space over the last few months, but not too much on some of the wider societal implications. So Bill Mew took a look at things like the need to rethink regulation and taxation and a lot more besides. Always fascinating from Bill, so do check that out. So Apple made big waves in the wider tech space earlier this week with the launch of their new mixed reality headset, so the Vision Pro. So one accountant, Aaron Patrick, decided to take on the challenge of using his VR headset to file a set of accounts with HMRC. It worked, but it also highlighted that the tech still has a long way to go. So thanks for your time, Aaron. Aaron is, of course, a QuickBooks trainer, and on the QuickBooks Intuit beat, Intuit paid what I think many considered a mind-melting sum of money for the marketing tool MailChimp a few years back, but over in the UK we haven't heard too much about how they're planning to sort of integrate that all together. But I think we may have heard this week some of the first rumblings on this. So 150 new and updated features were announced for UK customers. You'll be glad to know I'm not going to go through all of them here, but more support, more performance measures, analytics, dashboards, new templates and testing methods, measures designed to boost e-commerce growth. Lots there. So if you're interested, do check out the press release there. One I picked up from Jason Stats across the pond in America now, Rose AI, sort of cloud spreadsheet tool similar to Google Sheets, I guess. They have launched their new AI-powered data analyst tool. So using the power of AI to analyze, summarize, and transform data. There's a quick demo here that I'll click play on. So I guess they've got a link from their Facebook page. They click on the analyst button and it suggests some of the insights that it can come up with there. And you can make a chart. It suggests charts. So yeah, very neat. I guess we'll hear more from Google and Microsoft on that fairly shortly, I'd imagine. I know it is in train, they've hinted at it, but as Jason said in his email, kudos to Rose for being the first mover on this. Receiptor, another AI tool here that scans your inbox and extracts receipts and invoices. Sounds neat. Google has officially changed its mind about remote work. So, as Quartz points out, what does that say about the companies making the tools for remote work that they don't believe in it? So, essentially, they've said that going forward, we'll consider new remote work requests by exception only, and employees have to swipe their badge 3 days a week, which contributes into their performance reviews, which is pretty depressing, really. You're monitoring badge scans rather than productivity. But there you go. On a related subject, some fascinating data on UK rail usage that ties into that. So although the journey numbers and the revenue have almost recovered back to pre-pandemic levels, the number of season ticket journeys, so those that are travelling Monday to Friday, has, basically collapsed. It says it's going from 700 million, I think, journeys made by season ticket holders to just 210. So collapsed by a fair number. And as Robert Colville points out, those commuting now travel on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday rather than going into the office Monday and Friday as well. I don't think there's really any need for the acronym there, Robert. You're better than that. Really good report analysing the data there as well. So do check that out. And while you're in the mood for checking things out, why not pop your email address in the box here and sign up for my accounting technology email. That's in your inbox every Thursday. And as I said, if you're watching this on the socials, do like, subscribe, follow, whatever you can do would be extremely helpful. So until next week, thanks for watching and goodbye.